everyone, welcome to English with Miss Tia. In this video, we are going to learn showing the existence of things and people. Dalam video kali ini, kita akan belajar tentang bagaimana mengungkapkan keberadaan benda dan orang di sekitar kita. To make it clearer, now let us see the following dialogue.
How is your school?
It's great. I have many good friends.
How many students are there in your class?
There is a new student today. So, there are 26 students in my class right now.
In the previous dialogue, we can see there are two children talking to each other. The girl said, "How many students are there in your class?" And then the boy answered, "There is a new student today. So, there are 26 students in my class right now." There is and there are used to tell the existence of people or things. Kata there is dan there are dipakai untuk mengungkapkan keberadaan orang atau benda. What is the difference? There is and there are dalam bahasa Indonesia keduanya berarti ada. Bagaimana cara penggunaannya? First, we will talk about there is. In bahasa, it means ada. It is used to talk about singular countable noun. It is usually followed by a or an, followed by countable noun. There is diikuti a atau an mengungkapkan bahwa ada satu benda untuk benda-benda yang bisa dihitung. For example, there is a new student today. There is an eraser on the table. Do you still remember the difference between a and an? There is can also be used to talk about uncountable noun. There is diikuti dengan benda yang tidak bisa dihitung. For example, there is water in the glass. There is some cheese in the fridge. Second, there are. It also means ada, but it is used to talk about things that are plural untuk mengungkapkan benda yang jumlahnya lebih dari satu. Tentu saja untuk benda-benda yang bisa dihitung atau countable nouns. There is always followed by plural countable noun. Diikuti benda yang bisa dihitung yang jumlahnya jamak atau lebih dari satu. For example, there are 26 students in my class. There are many books on the table. 26 students dan many books mengungkapkan benda jamak atau plural countable noun. The word many here is example of quantifier. It is to tell the quantity of something, untuk mengungkapkan jumlah benda.
Leo, what are you thinking about?
I just read an article about pollution. In big cities, there is much smoke from the vehicles. You can say, there is much air pollution.
Nowadays, there are many cars on the road.
So, there are few stars in the sky in big cities because of pollution.
In many places, there are few trees, so there is too much water during the rainy season.
And too little water during the dry season.
In the previous dialogue, we can see there are three children are talking to each other. They are talking about air pollution and the trees. The first boy said, "In big cities, there is much smoke from the vehicles." You can say, "There is much air pollution." And his friend said, "Nowadays, there are many cars on the road." So the boy said, "So, there are few stars in the sky in big cities because of pollution." Dalam dialog ini, mereka memperbincangkan tentang adanya polusi udara, penyebabnya, dan pengaruhnya terhadap keberadaan bintang-bintang yang bisa dilihat di kota-kota besar yang diakibatkan karena polusi tersebut. And then the girl say, "In many places, there are few trees, So there is too much water during the rainy season. And the boy add, and too little water during the dry season. Dalam percakapan ini, mereka memperbincangkan tentang keberadaan pohon di sekitar mereka dan pengaruhnya terhadap keberadaan air baik saat musim kemarau maupun musim penghujan. From this dialogue, we can see there are some phrases that we can use to talk about the existence of things. Beberapa frasa yang mereka pakai untuk mengungkapkan keberadaan benda adalah much smoke, much air pollution, much water, many cars, few stores, and little water. The word much, many, few, and little are used to talk about the quantity of things. We call them quantifiers. What is quantifiers? A quantifier is a word or phrase that usually goes before a noun to express the quantity of object. Quantifier merupakan kata atau kelompok kata yang diletakkan di depan kata benda, baik itu benda yang bisa dihitung maupun benda yang tidak bisa dihitung, untuk menyatakan jumlah benda. There are some quantifiers. First, we can see the quantifiers of large quantity. Berarti banyak. We have much, many, a lot of, and lots of. Do you know the difference between four of them? First, we can see the difference between many and much. Many. In bahasa, it means banyak. Many is usually followed by countable plural nouns untuk mengungkapkan benda jamak yang bisa dihitung. For example, there are many cars on the road. There are many children in the park. Many cars, many children. Both of them are countable plural nouns. Second, we talk about much. In bahasa, it still means banyak. But much is always followed by uncountable nouns, selalu diikuti dengan kata benda yang tidak bisa dihitung. For example, there is much money in the wallet. There is too much water in the rainy season. The word money and water are uncountable nouns. Next, we will see a lot of and lots of. Both of them can be used with plural countable nouns or uncountable nouns. First, we can see the example of plural countable nouns. I have a lot of pencils. Or you can say, I have lots of pencils. Pencils are plural countable nouns. A lot of and lots of bisa juga diikuti dengan uncountable nouns. For example, I have a lot of orange juice. Atau bisa juga menggunakan I have lots of orange juice. Jadi, kedua quantifier ini bisa digunakan baik untuk benda yang bisa dihitung maupun benda yang tidak bisa dihitung. Now we are going to see the quantifiers to tell the small quantity of things or people. In bahasa, it means sedikit. There are four quantifiers that we can use: few, a few, little, and a little. Do you know the difference between four of them? Now we'll see the difference between a few and few. A few in bahasa means sedikit, and few means sangat sedikit. They are followed by countable plural nouns untuk mengungkapkan benda jamak yang bisa dihitung. For example, you can say, in many places there are a few trees, or in many places there are few trees. The second example, I have a few apples, or I have few apples. Next, we can see a little and little. A little means sedikit, and little means sangat sedikit. They usually followed by uncountable nouns, diikuti dengan benda yang tidak bisa dihitung. For example, there is a little water in dry season. There is little water in dry season. Second example, he put a little sugar in the coffee. He add little sugar in the coffee. Now we can move to some neutral and relative quantifiers. They do not indicate either large or small quantity. They are not really concerned by actual quantity, only by relative quantity. Or in bahasa we call them beberapa. Beberapa tidak berarti banyak atau sedikit kan? They are some and any. Do you know the difference? Some and any. Any is used for questions and negatives, while some is used for positive. Both of them may be used with countable and uncountable nouns. Keduanya bisa dipakai untuk benda yang bisa dihitung maupun tidak bisa dihitung. For example, do you need any pens? No, I don't need any pens. Any dipakai untuk kalimat tanya dan kalimat negatif. I have some pens. Kata some dipakai untuk kalimat positif. Next example for uncountable noun. Do we need any rice? No, we don't need any rice. The word any is used for negative and question. We have some rice in the cupboard. The word some is used for positive sentence. You can see here that the word some and any can be used both for countable and uncountable nouns. Some may also be used for questions, typically offers and requests. Kata some kadang juga bisa dipakai untuk kalimat tanya loh, tapi biasanya dipakai untuk menawarkan sesuatu atau untuk meminta tolong. For example, would you like some chocolate? Apakah kamu mau coklat? May I have some apples? Bolehkah aku minta apel? Now let's see review for some quantifiers used for countable nouns. Ada beberapa quantifier yang bisa dipakai untuk benda-benda yang bisa dihitung. A or an, it means satu. Many, a lot of, lots of, mean banyak. Some, any, both of them means beberapa. We can also use few and a few, means sedikit atau sangat sedikit. Next, there are some quantifiers you can use for uncountable nouns. Untuk benda-benda yang tidak bisa dihitung, kita bisa menggunakan much, a lot of, and lots of, yang berarti banyak. You can also use some and any, yang berarti beberapa. Little and a little, yang berarti sedikit. Those are all the materials about how to show the existence of things and people. If you have any questions, please write in the